going on, guys? KJ here. If you haven't heard about the latest Nintendo Direct on May 17th, 2017, you need to watch it. Alright, sorry about that. You know how you feel a yawn coming on and like your whole jaw kind of feels weird or something like that? Anyway, that just happened to me. But so as I was saying before, please, if you are interested in ARMS or Splatoon 2, just go watch the Direct. I mean, it's already out, so you're not really going to get spoiled unless you looked on Twitter or tried to look online for stuff. But just, if you really want to watch it, just exit this video and watch it now. If you haven't watched it, just exit this video now. Just please, if you haven't interacted with the video in any way at all, just go watch it, please. You will probably go crazy, especially if you're a fan for ARMS and or Splatoon 2. Anyway, this Direct was mainly focused on ARMS, but it also had some new stuff for Splatoon 2 as well. I'm sorry I couldn't do a reaction to it, but in this video I'll definitely try to explain the new stuff that we saw in the recent Direct. So with all that out of the way, let's get right into it, shall we? So the first thing we saw was how the ARMS fighters got their arms in the first place. Apparently they woke up and got them out of nowhere, I think. Excuse me. It could really help, this could actually really help if we got a story mode because we'd understand the purpose of ARMS, the true origins, and any other important things about it. The Direct also said that research on the origin of ARMS was held back by an invisible hand. So, could this possibly be a boss in the story mode or other gameplay? Because we did see a mysterious character that wasn't revealed, and I'll talk about that later. But it was a mysterious character. If you watch it, it showed the character about maybe 3 or 4 times between the middle and the end of the trailer. So, yeah, check that out. Another thing we got from the Direct was info on different types of ARMS and some reiteration or rehashing, whatever you want to call it. Most likely reiteration, because rehashing means that you're just taking something old and putting it toward a new thing. So. Yeah, but sometimes I have to be careful with my word choice. But anyway, we got some reiteration on the different status effects that the certain ARMS possess. A lot of this was stuff we already knew, but one thing that I learned was that the weight of ARMS also plays a role in gameplay as well. There are 3 weight classes, light, medium, and heavy. So the heavier the arm is, the slower it is. However, it can pack more power, and if it goes up against lighter arms, it can actually knock down the lighter arm's punches. So if 2 of them are going head to head, and this arm is heavier and this arm is lighter, and they clash, it's going to be like this. The heavy arm is going to win. So, however, for lighter arms, they're faster and can multi-hit, but they have less power, of course. And if the arms are the same width, they'll actually cancel each other out if they hit each other. So, anyway, next thing. Regarding the fighters we know, it was mainly just some reiteration of charge attacks for certain arms and special abilities that each fighter had. We also got some recommended arms to use for each character, as well as some combos to use with those arms as well. It's actually really cool. However, we got 3 new arms fighters over the course of this Direct. The first one, Kid Cobra, is a snake who has a need for speed. No pun intended. Okay? No pun intended. Kid Cobra's special was probably his speed boost, because we didn't get any more info, regarding him. However, his stage looks like a skateboarding arena, but it has hover, it's not a hover board, it's more of a hover circle. It's a huge circle, right? And you can actually stand on it. It's like a platform that hovers, and you can fight each other. It's actually really, really cool. So the second one was a robotic cop and canine duo. Bite, the cop, and Bark, the dog. Kind of like the phrase, all bark and no bite. Probably no relation, but still, these 2 are pretty cool. Apparently, Bark can attack on its own accord for distraction purposes, and you can jump on Bark, kind of like jumping on that red dog from Mega Man. I don't know if it's Rush or Coil. I'm pretty sure it's Rush, but I'm not exactly. I don't watch Mega Man. I don't play Mega Man. I just remember from Smash that was one of his recoveries. But anyway, you can jump on Bark to deliver attacks from the air. The duo special is that they can actually combine their attacks. Bark jumps on Bite, and they combine this into one robot, and they just start punching, and it's crazy. It's 3 punches, pretty much. And the third one we got, probably the best female in the game as of right now, and maybe even the new ARMS waifu, Twintelle. I know I'll probably get hate for saying that because some like Ribbon Girl and others like Min Min, especially Etika. If you saw his reaction to Twintelle being revealed, it was hilarious. He loves Min Min, and he even made shirts for her. And we saw Twintelle, it was so crazy. But anyway, Ribbon Girl and Min Min are cool, but Twintelle will probably put those 2 to rest. Here's why. Twintelle isn't like other ARMS fighters. Her arms come from her hair. Not her actual arms. Her hair. Okay? Kind of like how Bayonetta makes those. Kind of like Bayonetta, well, actually, no. Let me get Bayonetta. Well, Bayonetta's hair kind of, moves. I don't know if her hair is actually her bodysuit or if it's something. I don't know. Bayonetta kind of confuses me when she attacks. Her attacks are powerful, but she kind of confuses me. This lubricious, and that means sexual or sexy, lady special, is that she can slow down the punches of her opponents while she's in midair. I think she can slow it down when she's jumping or when she's on the ground, but it most likely will only be like, or she can actually slow down the punches before they hit her. So that's really cool. So guess who that sounds like? That got revealed and released in Smash not too long ago. Bayonetta. Someone who I tried to talk about earlier, but I couldn't really do it because that wasn't what I was talking about. But we pretty much have a Bayonetta in ARMS now. And she probably will be one of the most overpowered characters in ARMS, if not in addition to Master Mummy, because anytime he's guarding, he heals, so that really could be overpowered. But my mind is already blown, and I'm not even done with this video yet. But let me just click that. Okay. So in the Direct, we got to see what the user interface of the ARMS menu could possibly be, and as well as some new modes in the game. If I keep doing that, it means that I screwed up on what I was going to say, and I have to kind of rephrase it anyway. But yeah, I don't know. Anyway, for the first one, oh god, come on, stop yawning. Okay, anyway, sorry about yawn, but excuse me. The first one, versus mode, includes fighting, which had items. Team fighting, which had the team members chained together so they could actually be closer. V-ball, which is pretty much a cross between hot potato and volleyball. Hoops, which is basketball with a twist. You're the ball. Skill shot, which is competitive target practice. 1-on-100, where you take on opponent after opponent, which are probably all CPUs, and can receive prizes if you win. And the arms test and training, two separate things actually, which allows you to test out certain characters, arms, and combinations. We also had the Arm Getter, which was the thing that they showed in the last Direct. It just didn't have a name for it. And it was a target practice game that you hit all the targets and you spend a certain amount of money to get time to hit all the targets. And then when you hit all the targets, you actually have the chance to get new arms. However, although we know you can get new arms by hitting the targets, sometimes if you get duplicate arms and there's a blue plus next to the name, the arm can have increased attack power. That is cool. Maybe, however, I'm thinking some duplicates could have a minus sign, which have decreased attack power, but a trade-off in some way. Kind of like all the badges that they had, like the stat boosters in Smash, sort of like that. This Direct also showed that there are literally thousands of combos pertaining to characters, stats, effects, and arms. So the metagame for this will be intense, hands down. The next mode we got was Grand Prix, which is probably the story mode of ARMS. You have to fight and beat 10 characters in a variety of matches, and after that, you take on what looks like to be a cross between Captain Falcon and Nacho Libre. And yes, I said Nacho Libre, the movie starring Jack Black. This mysterious fighter at the end of the Grand Prix literally looks like Captain Falcon in Nacho Libre's armor. I'm not lying. So you have the choice of playing Grand Prix alone or in co-op mode. And remember how I said earlier about that mysterious character that wasn't revealed? That's the one I was talking about. The one that looks like kind of like a cross between Captain Falcon and Nacho Libre. Another mode is called Party Match, where you can have lobbies with a max of 20 people and be able to play with up to 3 other people at a time. There's also the ranked matches where your wins and losses affect your rank. In addition, you can play with your friends online and locally and have local matches on your Switch as well. And I think the friend option supports up to 8 people, which is pretty cool. The last thing we got for ARMS was something extremely important to the longevity of the game. Updates. Updates. And we'll be getting free, that's right, free updates for ARMS after it comes out, giving us new arms, new stages, and, that's right, new characters as well. So, I only have about maybe 2 characters right now that I think should be added to the game. One, definitely, because it's in Nintendo's, range of, characters that it's come up with or had in its games. The other one would be a pretty interesting addition. What the fuck? Let me get X out. Alright. So, I'd really want to see if they add oh my god, just X this out. What are you doing? Anyway. It's like, you know how those pop-ups come up for new YouTube videos that people that you subscribe to make? Just exit out and it keeps coming back up. Anyway, I'd want to see if they could add Little Mac to the game. Maybe he could have shorter spring for arms because he is an infighter, but have lots of power and even maybe super armor like Master Mummy. Because if he uses heavy gloves, his punches will out-prioritize other people's punches. Or maybe they could add Balrog from Street Fighter to this game. I don't know what kind of moves you have, but it would be really cool because they added Ryu to Street Fighter. What makes you say that they can't add Balrog to a boxing game? Especially because all they would have to do to change Balrog is just add springs to his arms. You can keep the hood, you can keep the look, you can keep all that. Maybe make it special, a little more kid friendly. Because, Street Fighter, kids play Street Fighter, so it's not really that big of a deal. but make it maybe a little. I mean, he is pretty violent, so tone it down, but still keep the character, keep the moves and all that stuff. But another thing would be if ARMS was amiibo compatible. Now, this is something that could really change up your game. So I'm thinking non-ARMS amiibo, like Mario, Captain Falcon, Sonic, Zelda, Peach, etc. All those amiibo, right? And any amiibo that they've released could give you new arms every day, maybe duplicates, maybe new ones, it's all random. And maybe Nintendo could make some ARMS amiibo that you could train and battle with online and with friends. So that would actually be really interesting because in Super Smash Brothers, they don't allow you to use your amiibo online, which is so stupid. You only can do it like in the single player mode and just have other people play in your in your like group like thing on your system, or like join systems with the 3DS and play together. But you can't actually play it online. You know what I'm saying? So you can't do that. But if they did it and had you allowed to play online with your amiibo, that would change up the game and you'd be able to do a whole lot more stuff. But there's also a free demo that has already come out for ARMS, and just like the Splatoon 2 test fire, we'll be able to play online with others. The only con to the Splatoon, actually, there are two cons. There are cons to both of them. The Splatoon 2 test fire, although it was great, it didn't allow you to actually play the game like anytime you wanted. There were only about 6 or 7 dates that you could play the game, and just like with the Splatoon 2 test fire, the ARMS test fire, the ARMS Global Test Punch, see that joke they made? It allows you to play it, but you can't actually like play it on your own accord. Like, I tried to open it up and like play it maybe to learn the basics of the game, try to like play each of the characters, see who's better than the other, see who I have the best fit for, whatever. You can only play ARMS single player and co-op when the days of the ARMS like a Global Punch opens up. You know, like May 26th is the first day it opens up, so that's a week from now. That's actually the same day that Ultra Street Fighter 2 The Final Challengers comes out. I may get that game, but anyway. It sucks because you can't play on your own. I'm not saying that they should give you everything in the game, but if it's like more of a demo of the game, then they should make it more interactive. They should make it like you don't have to wait so long to play the game. I'm not saying that a week is long. It's not, but like, I am hyped for ARMS. I want to learn how to play the game and be mastered with the controls. Like, know the controls. Become a master at using certain controls, become a master at using certain moves and types of lead-ins and setups and combos before I'm able to go online, because if that was available for everyone would be coming up with awesome moves and everything. And then that would definitely hold them over a lot more, because if you really think about it, once the Splatoon 2 test fire was over, a lot of people probably deleted it because they had to make way for other stuff. But if it was something where you could like play like an excerpt of the missions that they have in the game, maybe do some customization and allow you to transfer those customizations over to the real game, that would be great. Same thing for ARMS. You may win certain arms. I'm not saying that every arm is unlockable in the demo, but let's just say you get some. You can transfer all that over to arms if you still have the demo on your system. They just need to make it a whole lot interactive. Like, you know, the point is they just need to make it a whole lot more interactive, because the way it is right now, even though it's going to be great and it's going to be awesome when the demos go up and people are actually allowed to go online and play with people and play with other people and their friends, what are you supposed to do when those dates are over or those dates aren't here like now? Like, you're just literally going to have a game sitting in your game titles list and you can't even play it at all. Like, what are you supposed to do? Like, all I can do right now is just listen to the ARMS music. That's it. Although that's cool, what else am I supposed to do? Nothing, right? The only non-ARMS related thing we got in the Direct was some cool info regarding Splatoon 2. I was really upset that we didn't get anything regarding Smash, but that'll probably be at E3. Same thing with probably Pokemon as well. Now, to be honest, a large chunk of it was already revealed, like a new mode called Salmon Run, amiibo compatibility with the old Splatoon amiibos, as well as new Splatoon amiibos coming out as well. However, in this Direct, we got to see clips from the new story mode, and something changed as well. The absence of Callie, and as you know, the Squid Sisters, Callie and Mari, Calamari, that's what it's a play on, but some people say Callie and Marie. I say Callie and Mari. I don't know why, but I mean, we saw Mari or Marie, but I like saying Mari. But where's Callie? Like, is she dead? Some people are saying she died. Some people are saying she's evil. Maybe she's the final boss. Like, there's a lot of thoughts up in the air. You know, that'd definitely be a great and huge twist for the game. And there's also new aspects to the story mode. Obviously, new weapons and customization. But there's also apparently grinding like on rails now too, which seems pretty interesting. I've never really played any game besides a skateboarding game that allows you to grind on rails, but it's still very ingenuitive, very interesting. And I've also never played Splatoon story mode before, so I'm definitely looking forward to seeing the story mode of Splatoon 2 and beating it, because the only Splatoon I ever played was the Splatoon 2 test fire, which is awesome. to the brim, fill a cup with awesomeness, and drink it. It was amazing. Okay, anyway. And the only other Splatoon I played was when I went to my friend's house and I actually had played Splatoon online and we just like kind of switched the controller. Sometimes he plays, sometimes I play. But oh my god. My throat is like so dry right now. I haven't had water in like forever today. But anyway, I'm going to end this video out in a little bit. Actually right now, because I thought that I'd have one more thing to talk about. But anyway, thanks for watching and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, theories, thoughts, suggestions, comments, or concerns, definitely let me know about it in the comments down below because we got a lot of stuff in this ARMS and Splatoon 2 Nintendo Direct, and I definitely want to hear anything you all have to say because, trust me, even if it's something like, maybe they should add so-and-so to this game, maybe they should add so-and-so to that game, maybe they should add so-and-so to this game or that game, still, it's something because it can make a conversation. I definitely want to hear even thoughts like that where you don't even put a lot of thought into it. You're just like, I want so-and-so to be in the game, even if it's a joke. You know, like you want Shrek to be in ARMS. Like even if you say that would be kind of cool. I have to admit, if Shrek was in ARMS, that would be amazing. But anyway, until next time, I'll see y'all later.